Since its inception in 2007, the competition has attracted some of the world's most enchanted classical Chinese dancers, including dancers from Shen Yun. Victor Lee from Shen Yun won silver last year. This is his 5th year competing, and it hasn't been easy.
The first time I didn't even make it from our school selection. I remember I kind of like cried. I kind of like ran out of the theater.
But that didn't stop him.
And then the third time I joined, I got bronze. And the fourth time I got silver. And then, so I guess every time I'm just trying to push myself to improve, try to kind of compete against myself to do better.
His formula for success: persistence and a good mindset.
If you're positive and if you're really like cheerful all the time, that actually does affect me physically because our daily schedule is so like tiring and could be really stressful. So if you're kind of like depressed, or if you think that you're tired, it's actually going to make the day a lot worse for you. But then if you stay positive and like cheerful, it kind of like helps yourself and your environment.
And he incorporates that into his dance style.
My style is more lighthearted, and I don't like to do like really angsty or like kind of like depressing dances. So I wanted to do like kind of like a lighthearted, but then still having like a good moral type of dance.
He said for dancers, it's important to make the movements grand and expressive. And what helps with that is one dance training he received at Shen Yun, shen-dai-shou, or the body leads the hands, and kua-dai-tui, or the hips lead the legs.
From our innermost middle core area, we start our movements from here. So our movements have like a bigger range.
The OnceLost Technique is deemed to be the most difficult of or the best in classical Chinese dance skills.
Because we prepare to go on stage, so we need to make sure that our acting and our movements is really clear to the audience, even though they could be sitting like very far away. So we try to make our movements as big as possible.
The technique also improves the dancer's ability to spin.
We think about spinning not with our hands, but with our body. We try to rotate with our body to spin faster.
And enhances jumps and tumbling. The dance story Lee choreographed this year is about a novice archer learning archery from a Taoist cultivator. But instead of teaching archery, the Taoist asked the young man to meditate. And after that,
he finds out that even though he never practiced archery, he's suddenly really good at it. And then when he turns around, he sees that his teacher left. And that's when he knows that his teacher actually came to teach him cultivation.
Inspired by a Chinese fable, the story embodies the ancient belief that every trade is a way of self-cultivation, and it is through moral and spiritual improvements that one excels at his techniques.
Even though like a lot of the Chinese culture, Chinese morals are like thousands of years old, but I do still feel like they can still affect us now. So for Chinese like history, there's like thousands of stories that you can kind of look back. And a lot of times if we're going through problems, we can even look back in history and see if there's similar problems and how they were solved, or what could have been done better. And a lot of times we can apply that to ourselves.